In an interview with John Griffin, Jim Mitchem of Hatteras describes how Manson Meekins of Avon helped Jim create an accurate map of Kinnakeet.
There's a fellow who still lives up in Kinnakeet today, and Manson Meekins is one of the most knowledgeable people I've ever met in my life. He's, I don't know, 95, 96 years old now, and I've known him for years. He was a friend of my father-in-law, Lazy Austin, and he was telling me one time that he used to make maps when he was a youngster in the Coast Guard. And you know, he's stationed up in New York, he's stationed in Philadelphia, he's stationed all over. And one of the ways he kept himself entertained was to think about home, and he'd do these little hand-drawn maps of Kinnakeet. Just keep in touch with the folks back home, and just things to bring his memory back to Kinnakeet and the place that he loved. And I was looking at all these maps that he'd had, and sat down with him on a couple of interviews I did with him a couple years ago with these old postal maps, and I went over with him and asked him, you know, there's places I'd heard about that I didn't know where they were in or near Kinnakeet. I'd ask Manson, where are the White Hills? And he'd look at the old map and he'd point it out. He said, right here. And I would mark it down on that map. I said, how about the Little Hills? It's right here. He pointed out. I'd mark it on the map. And these are two little places that are just north of Little Kinnakeet Station. And I'd ask him different questions like that. What about this place called Black Hammock? It was located right there in Kinnakeet, just behind the Food Lion. He said, that's wrong. And I have to go by exactly what Manson's telling me. He knows what he's talking about. He knows this area so well. He says the Black Hammock is actually located up in Kinnakeet. I'm sorry, up in Salvo, in that area. And I break that map out, and he shows me where it is. And so Manson Meekins is a tower of knowledge. And I tried to record as much of it as I can from him, and that's what I'm basing my Avon map on today.